See what I mean about your forearm? It's up a bit.
It's what?
Up a bit.
What do you mean?
Foot, yeah.
Oh, off the table?
Yeah. That'll be why you're getting up.
Better?
See when it's more on the table. What did you do on that one?
Which
The
one?
pink.
Yeah, so I thought I did everything right.
Everything was
played a
fine.
bad shot.
Everything was fine around it, and then when you got to the pink,
Yeah.
you got down. Obviously, you've gone with a shot in mind, so it looked like you were going to stun it through.
Yeah.
And then it's like you've quit on it and changed your mind partway through.
Yeah. Well, I expected to go through a bit further than that, to be honest, but yeah.
But that's where you need to, in this bit of being stood up, you've got the shot in your head,
Get that drill.
then get the drill and then go down and actually deliver it.
Yeah.
Because once you're down, you should be 100% on that shot. Sorry, stay calm.
Hmm? Side that. Put wanted side on.
Your feather as well.
The what?
When you come back to deliver the cue,
Yeah, what happened?
turn.
My wrist.
Yeah.
That's what I do a lot. That's my biggest problem.
That's why you just need to keep that factor when you're going through.
Yeah.
It's obviously a very wristy player, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I need to
That's
stop.
where-
I never used to be, that's what I'm saying. I never used to be a wristy player.
So what changed?
I don't know, bad habits. So I don't know why I've gone to wristy.
Right, so put the cue down. So obviously. Right. So with it, just pick the cue up and then just hold it as if you're going to shake hands. Right. So now when you go down, so like for your first shot, you should be able to just drop and then go into it. That's where then you'll have to think about the fact of how does that feel?
It does feel nice, that, but it's like, you know, like doing that every time, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's forming a habit.
Yeah.
Because don't forget with your cueing, which obviously we've got on camera now because we've got a good bit of footage as well, it's still recording. Your cueing when you're going round, so to speak, obviously because you're quite a fluid player and you'll go round, obviously you get down to shot and then you kind of jiggle
Yeah,
to move into place and stuff, and then because your wristing is very wristy, you like that,
How do I stop that wrist?
it's by actually giving that bit of tension in your arm. It's not obviously locking everything because then you won't move.
Yeah, it's like,
But if you can get that lock in place and keep your wrist in place, a lot of it to me would be the case of if you when you're going down to actually get into your shot, if you then stop with the moving your wrist all the time.
yeah,
like
'cause
you're
it's
trying
like, if I'm wristy, because that's what I'm saying when I'm putting that side, I'm putting them on its side
Yeah.
on with that wristy action.
so that's where then just with whichever way you're going to hold the cue, whether it is a case of shaking hands and going
Yeah.
down, go down to it, then literally it's like you're locking your wrist in place and then using them fingers. And with some things, because like that there, you're over at the line, so it
Yeah.
will be where you'll actually start to get through the ball better.
Remember on those, Tom, yeah? Why have I gone wristy?
But you'll find if you can get it locked and keep delivering it the same way, that's where then you will start to deliver the ball better.
Better that wrist.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like I was twisting there.
You just jab through them. You did like a quick drawback and then just pushed it straight through. That's because obviously even then getting down you're turning. So if you can hold the cue ready set and get into the habit of doing it, you'll stop turning.
Oh, that's what I mean, it's weird, isn't it, how you don't.
But it's fighting that urge to do it.
So what am I doing? Turning the wrist?
Yeah, so when you're going round with the cue, you're kind of jiggling your wrist.
Right.
Because you're trying to think of how to get it in place subconsciously. So if you can have it set in place straight away when you're gripping the cue to go down to your shot,
Yeah, so it's like that. Yeah.
and there you've just twisted it then.
I think it's because I'm trying to get.
Because you're getting your elbow in as well.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be flicking your wrist to get your elbow in place. Just make sure you're delivering the cue through though still.
That better.
Yeah.
I know that's my biggest problem, you know, like that twist. Better.
Yeah. But make sure you're still feathering the ball like you know,
Yeah.
with the 1 and 2 and things. Because otherwise you're just not feeling the shot and you'll jab. There, your wrist and stand up. You did it and you moved into it like that.
Weird, isn't it?
see how the ball moved away then as well.
Jammed.
Your hand was more out here than to start.
It just feels.
You didn't move up with your bridge because you'd moved in slightly on the cushion. You didn't then move up with your back arm.
Come on. See bloody clear it every time. Not bad to that one.
Yeah, just keep your cueing smooth though. You just did your little jab and then you just did two really nice feathers and then just pushed. And this is where you then start to change.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Yeah. I think it's, because I don't relax my fingers on. Do you relax your fingers on the backswing? I think because
Yeah, but my fingers still stay because
Yeah.
even you've pointed that out, my back fingers still stay with the cue as it goes. That's what's comfortable for me, whereas some players, the back two fingers come off
Yeah.
and flex
So that's
down.
why I use a lot of shoulder, because I'm raising the cue up, I think.
But then with that, so just stay there, stay in your address position. So your address position here, your arm is on an angle.
It should be here.
Yeah. Because then it's straighter down, which is where then really we need that tape. So I need that.
I don't mind. I'll do that. That's
Yeah, because this will form your habit. And obviously once you've got the habit, you can move it away. Really, you want to go from the spot. Go from spot to spot. Well, cue up to the yellow. See, because you've moved up, you can see how much you've moved straight away. Right, where did you have the tape on the back on the
I have it so when I put the tape, so I know it's there.
So it's about there.
Yeah, slightly bit more in. That's it. I've got black tape at home.
You can change it, can't you? At the minute, it'll just give us that bit, so you know your starting point then.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest things, that wristy action I don't like.
Well,
When I used to play, I used to have a nice, like fluent action.
Yeah, but this thing can help form your habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, let's have a go at this. Put the other head back out, we'll start again. You do realise I'm filming your whole session here.
I'm not bothered.
Might do some live ones.
Yeah.
Live session. That'd be the first, wouldn't it? And make sure you're just still doing your feathers. Because that's where you're jabbing it otherwise.
I'm having them this time, at least the reds. Oh, say shit shot.
Dodgy chalk. Can't swear on camera.
Mm.
That was better your arm was straight then as well because you brought it in. That's it. Good. Just lifted slightly then.
Yeah.
But it was okay. Good. Better. Pushed it.
Quit on that. Hmm.
For every bit of that, you were fine apart from that last bit.
And what did I do wrong then?
It was when you push through,
Yeah.
you lifting slightly.
Feels weird that. Feels weird that. It feels, honestly, I know I'm lifting because I've seen it for myself, but
The only other shot was the pink that you had when you
Yeah.
stunned it, the white was here.
yeah.
That's the, I think that's the kind of shot where you do actually kind of, you don't fully commit. Because you, it's like you're worried about over stunning
Is
it.
that the straight one?
Just off straight was, yeah, because you stunned it to about here.
Yeah.
It's like you're worried about over stunning it.
Hmm. That one didn't go, by the way. I think that one didn't go.
You knocked it.
I didn't.
That's your job. Just throwing it off for you then. That was better. You went through the ball then. good. Got into that. Pinched it.
God damn it.
Lifted then.
Yeah, I felt it.
But your arm stayed right.
Yeah, it
It's
didn't.
just because you
I'm not twisting as much now.
No. How does that feel?
It does feel better. It feels better. It feels anything. It's like that. I'm pulling back.
Right, so with it, let's just try a couple of more mid-range ones,
Yeah.
so to speak. See how that is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, to begin with, we can do a couple of long ones as well. Stay down then as well. You're right down the whole time. Right, so, full ball carrier. Just put a couple, just do them like straight,
What into that back?
yeah, into the corner. Just to mix the shots about
Yeah,
so
I
we
know
can see
what
how
you
you're going. You stayed straight though,
So why did I miss?
because you weren't lined for the shot. Did you look at the shot?
Yeah, yeah. Did everything what I should be doing.
No, stand up because you turned then.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels better. It's weird because I'm used to that twist.
Yeah, it's easy to revert back, but we've discussed that before. Where
Oh no,
it's-
no. Hey, no, seriously, that's what I want to stop. I know that's wrong. You're twisting it. It's bad. I know it's bad. But they're quicken.
Yeah, through that. Right, so.
Not better. Give them through straight.
Yeah, there was just a slight drop on the elbow when you went, but the cue still went. So that was alright. I'm not too bothered about the potting at the minute. I know you
Yeah,
are. But
no, I'm not. I'm not. Don't worry. No.
Good. That was right in line then as you've gone.
Yeah, because I've always, for some reason, I do drop, and it's
Try one out. But it was straight through again.
so my cue's going through arrow straight.
So it's there. It's just getting it consistent
Yeah, yeah.
without the fact of when. Obviously, it becomes a bit more difficult because you're struggling or whatever of not reverting back.
Alright, in my left eye.
How was that though?
That was my left eye, and it felt
Your
better.
arm went through.
Yeah. Out my left eye, that one as well. I should put some tape on my chin.
Dave Harold.
Yeah. That's it, perfect.
But you'll know it. You just said that's perfect. You should know that spot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And if it's not, then you know it's in the wrong place.
I jump up then.
Yeah, there's a slight conceit because your head's off anyway. Don't forget, you're never going to put every ball, otherwise
No.
what next?
Why not?
So you got through the ball then as well.
I just want to go further back on it.
Right, so stand back up because really,
I've gone back for Congo and power.
but it shouldn't move that much. It still shouldn't be that much gap.
Okay.
Because there's not. If you try it from the tape now, just how you normally would,
Yeah.
and just literally it's about timing the ball as you go through. So obviously with you then on your backswing, you did like a full quick backswing and pelted through. Whereas if you kept how your feathers were, which were a bit slower and stuff, and then delivered the cue through, you'd get more from it.
Like that.
Like that. So let's try that green again. What was it about that? So still with the tape, and then literally your feathers,
And accelerate through.
and then your final one is literally the same, but putting it through. Again, you were still a bit quick on that,
But I got more out of it, didn't I?
over there. So it's just controlling that actual final delivery,
It's cold for it.
because that's where you're jumping up as well.
Yeah, throwing a quick one in, aren't
That was better. And look how much you got out of the white where it's come off and then gone. And you stayed down. I think sometimes with them shots, and I think a lot of people can be guilty of it as well, is because you're that focused on trying to shift the white down,
Yeah, you're hitting it too hard.
you're hitting it and then you're jumping or you're putting the quick one in, so to speak.
Try that again.
I mean, fair enough, pot was missed, but look again though, it's shifted out.
Yeah.
And your hand is still on that tape, so
And
you've
it's
not had to move
I'm
it back.
not twisting.
So just try the brown.
Where do you want that?
Just do it as though you're screwing this side of the table, so to speak. Aim
What?
for this red. And literally just deliver the cue through again. You're wrong side of the table, but
Oh, I thought it
it's
wasn't that
just
side.
now. See how you've got it out again
I
though?
thought that's a stun, innit? That one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stun screw, so to speak, because
Yeah,
you're just
okay.
bringing it down, aren't you?
It's getting that.
And again, you've shifted it. And don't forget, all we've done is two things. We've kept you in, so we've kept you on the tape, so to speak, so you're not holding the back, which then mean you've got better control with
What I
putting
can
the
do
cue
then, the left as well. I keep forgetting to do that left side of chin. I'll start saying the drill. Okay.
And look at how much you got out of that with minimal effort.
Oh, no, nothing is it?
I mean, it's rubbish position, but
No. Try that green if you don't mind.
yeah. Overgone this time. But look how little effort you put into it.
I timed it better, didn't I?
Have one more go on it. And literally try it where you're just screwing down rather than coming off the cushion.
Okay.
Because ideally, say if you're playing for the black off the red,
Yeah,
ideally you want the white around here. You're nearly through the quick one in then, but you've cued it alright. You pulled it back rapid, but then you've still delivered it through.
Because I feel,
Because you're feeling at the minute that that distance isn't as big as you want it.
And it's like I feel like I can't. I feel like I lose everything.
Yeah, you think
When I
it's
come back slow.
I think with some of it as well, it's like you're thinking that you're going to pull the tip off your hand. So obviously because we've budged you up, because you were throwing the quick one in and you're holding it at the back, you've got that couple of inches extra where you've got that and you're putting it in. Where because we've moved you, you're then pulling it back still, and it's like you're thinking you're going to run out of room, so you've got to quickly push it through.
Yeah, so it's like a slow final shot, and it's like 1, 2, 3, slowly back, and then.
And then just deliver it to you. Just try it again on the green.
He's getting chalk on the balls.
That was great. So look at where your hand is, how you're holding it on the tape.
I've got exactly where I want it.
And you had that control in that then. So it is there, it's just about the fact of keeping it consistent
That's what I mean. I'm
and
going
drilling it in.
to talk to myself. Build button.
So play this as a stun shot now, just to go across for the black. So exactly that there is how you should be playing them.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
So every
It's just that's a thought process because you're thinking that you've got to
get it,
smash it to get it
over
down.
Didn't go on the left eye. You just do that, oh. Then add it, you do it.
Oh, it's foul. Cued it well and all.
Do it again. At least I got through the ball.
So this is that slow screw.
Well, these are out, aren't they?
Right, stand up. So what I want you to do with this one is I want you to come for the blue, but obviously you need to be top side.
Yeah.
See, that's where you've done the pull back again too much. It's the same as the screw shot then.
And it's like with my arm. Do that a lot on these shots. It's like when I flick my arm out.
You don't need to, it's
No.
exactly the same.
I know.
It's just a thought process. Try again. Don't forget to look at the actual shot as well. Again, it's like you're pulling back up here to go. You don't need to. Just try that control again. Picture it as the green. Try to kill them. I'm not catching the line.
I think it's a side I'm putting on as well.
You don't want it to be side then. Again, you've done that pull back. You've gone like that to then launch. It's as if you're trying to do a high jump into it. That's it's up there though. Again, it's just that timing through the ball.
Yeah.
Because you've got to picture this as if it is like, obviously, as if it is that green. Right, stop. That was better, that's a lot better. Again, you've just kind of gone through the ball, you managed to control it on your way back. So just do the white on this side, the blue, as if you're going in and out of bulk, back down to the black. Yeah. You're top spinning this one. Look at where you finished on your position. In your chest, your hand's still on the tape, so you've not even moved it back to think you're generating more.
Yeah.
And look where you've got the white down to, so you're there.
It's like how you stop happening when I'm coming back the whole way over. I'll try it again. It's these, isn't it, what I'm doing? Try it again. Come right back there again.
It's alright being right back there, but it's the way that you're doing it to deliver the cue through, which obviously then you had a big pause and you potted it. But the way you were doing it is you were pulling a fast one to then go through. And you don't need to, you just prove that with a long pause. Fair enough, you didn't get into the white as much, but you see there, you've instantly still running. So just do the top spin again. Stand up to you, twist your wrist. You did it then. That would have been your one. Perfect.
It's that wrist, isn't it? I've got to stop doing that.
It's the wrist and the timing of it when you're going through.
Yeah, that's what I know. That's what.
Because you're doing it there, where obviously with your quick one, you're pulling it, where literally you're doing your feathers, because you have quite quick feathers, and literally you're just going like that and pulling it through.
Yeah. Well,
so literally you go in, and then you'll pull really long, you'll do it a bit quicker, so you'll go like that to get it through and snap through.
Sort of jabbing.
Yeah, well you don't need to. Just have that pause if need be. You don't need a long pause. Look at how you delivered the ball through then.
That's because of that pause, isn't it?
So just do it off the pink spot where you're just topping it round.
What? Come back foot down, foot black?
Well, just as if you're coming up for the blue.
Okay.
You hardly hit that and look at how you've then moved the white out. So do it as if you're playing for this row. Look at how you got into that. You've drawn it out.
No.
again.
Try and keep that. You know.
So yeah, there's two changes made, aren't you? With the fact of
I know,
trying
with
to keep
the
that
wrist.
with the wrist
Yeah.
and the chin.
It's like these sort of shots. I'll show you these shots. I'm terrible for it. When I'm playing these, yeah. I don't know why. When I told you about my arm, I'll try. I won't do this time. I'll concentrate on what we've been doing today. That was perfect. You know, usually when I do it, I sort of.
Yeah, because that's where you're trying to throw it. You're trying
Yeah.
to guide it round because of the shot that it is.
Mm,
You're trying to guide it to as if you're trying to get the arc on the white afterwards.
that's what I'm guilty of a lot.
But the thing is as well, it's also a mindset piece because you're too busy trying to search for it for one, in what you've done right previously and what's worked. But then also you're too also on the subconscious. You're thinking of the negative parts of it.
Yeah, I've got to try and get into myself a little drill. I write them down in my head. And I memorise it.
But you've got it, and I can obviously send you the points because you've got the fact of your wrist.
Yeah.
In the fact of how you hold it now, there's your marker, you can change the tape obviously, there's your marker. Yeah, certain shots you'll need to bring it up more for if it's close shots and things, but we've proved there, even when you're trying to screw the table, you don't have to go right the way back. It's about you controlling your actual final backswing to push through and glide it through.
Nice and tidy.
And you've proved it even with that there, when you're coming off the cushions, the same again, to glide it through and push through.
Yeah.
And then also the fact of you telling yourself with the left side of your chin.
Yeah.
If it's not in that spot,
That's what I mean. I'm gonna.
but that's where then you need to make sure that obviously if it's not in that spot and you're recognising it, you get back up.
Yeah, that's what I sometimes when I'm not in between shots. I'll do that. You know what I mean? Eventually,
Right.
you know what I mean? I've got shitloads on that, don't
What was that?
I slowed my feathers down there, but the final one were quite quick. That's that again.
It was, but also you had the pause.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a long pause. You know, some players do, some don't. But it's about making sure that you are pulling it back to give yourself that time to then push through without it being a speedy one.
Mm.
Great, that. So literally 3 little tweaks.
I did the tape on the other one, and then I felt better and I started playing well.
Yeah, and obviously as it becomes habit,
Yeah.
you've got that where you can take the tape off. Or if it keeps us as like a comfort, you keep it on. Obviously if it's black, you're not going to notice it as much,
No.
obviously. But then that's the thing. But it's just making sure
Yeah,
the fact
because
that
I
you're
know now where my
That's your
fingers
guide.
are. Yeah. Now it's just this.
But that you can keep telling yourself so that when you're in your routine before and you study looking at the shot, you know, right, remember left chin. And as you're going down, you can actually, obviously you know what shot you're doing already, you decided that, you're 100% on that, but then as you're going down, right, obviously left chin, no, I'm not, stand back up.
Yeah. So,
Just put a bit of time on that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.